Hi crafters, it's Karen, and I am so excited. I have a completed project to share with you. I'm just so tickled. I wanted to, first of all, thank you all who commented on my last video when I asked for suggestions on how to find my way back, creatively speaking. It's been so long since I've been in here and actually been able to create something. My mojo just like vanished, and it got to the point where I didn't know where to begin. So I asked for suggestions, and the response, you all are just so wonderful. Thank you so much. Many of you, Marilyn G, suggested that I try something new, which was an awesome idea, and because of her, I purchased the pom-pom maker at Michael's a couple of weeks ago, and so that's been fun. A lot of you said to start small, like start making embellishments. Some of you said to just be determined to create something for somebody else, and that way you have to finish it. Just so many wonderful suggestions on how I could get my creative self back, And thank you so much for the words of encouragement. Come to find out, a lot of you have dealt with this or are still dealing with this disappearance of mojo and everything. So it was nice to know that, I'm not alone. And then Becky from Aunt Beck's Creations, she just simply said, get to making those note cards. So because for a couple of months now, I've been wanting to make my little sister a set of note cards to send her. I told her I would, and I haven't done it yet. So that is the project that I started with. And I tried to make it real easy for myself. Nothing elaborate, but I'm going to show you what I did. So, of course, I made 2 sets of note cards. The first set, of course, were beach themed. She came down here on a little vacation, so I wanted to send her some beach themed note cards. So these are the stamps that I used to create those. These are just big wooden stamps that I have been collecting along the way. They look really nice on my stamp shelf here above my desk, and I just love them. So I used all of these to create the following set. I love that mermaid. I want to get her in the cling stamp. She's available in the cling rubber stamp, and I think that would be awesome rather than the block stamp. A lot of these I picked up, like this one I found at Hobby Lobby. This one probably Joann's, and I've had this for years and years and years. This one I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I love that octopus. So cool. This one's probably from Joann's. This is from Hobby Lobby. That's, and then this one, and I'm not sure where I found this one. Maybe Michael's. Anyway, so those are the stamps that I started working with, and these are my note cards. Now, like I said, I started easy. I just made it easy on myself. I wanted them to, I wanted to color the images with watercolor, but I wasn't ready to get all kinds of detailed and everything. So what I did was I took my watercolor paper and I sprayed it first with the colors that I wanted to incorporate. So a lot of these cards, for example, I used the Tattered Angels Olive Vine, the sand color from Glimmer Mist. I used some Lindy Stamp Gang in the Cape Cod Coral and the Ocean Breeze Blue in the Lindy Stamp Gang, just to give you an idea. Those aren't the only sprays that I used, but that's what I did. I just sprayed them and let the mist do its business. do its job. And for this set, I used the new Mermaid Coast Hot Buy paper pad that you can currently find at Michael's, and it is currently on sale. It's a gorgeous paper stack. I love the shabby colors in it. So I used that paper pad for this, and then for the watercolor paper, I just used this inexpensive Artist Loft paper. It's only 90-pound weight, but I have heavier watercolor paper, but I didn't want there to be too much dimension because they are note cards, and I knew for this particular set that I was going to put them up on dimensional adhesive. So that's what I did. So with this one, I sprayed my watercolor, and then I inked the edges using Tim Holtz Distress ink, probably walnut stain. And I used some of the Lindy Stamp Gang, and you can see there's a shimmer to those sprays. And then I stamped my image. And I also went back for detailing. I used my Signo pigment white gel pen just to give it some extra detail, and I also used my Stardust glitter pen, and this is an awesome pen. So that's what I did there, and I think they came out cute. And then I added some what do you call it, cheesecloth between the layers, just for that extra, touch. And I didn't do anything to the inside. That way my sister can use it for whatever, whatever occasion she wants to use it. And this is another one. And for this one, I just sprayed them and then used my heat tool. And then if I felt that it needed another color or something, I sprayed it again. And then I used my heat tool to dry it completely. Then I distressed the edges, and then I stamped my image. And then again, I went over it with the white Signa gel pen. And I think they came out cute. This one, not so much, but what are you going to do? I'm leaving it in the set. And this one I didn't put on dimensionals. And actually, this one didn't stamp as well as I would have liked. That one is this one here. And then this one as well, I didn't put it on dimensionals either, but I thought it came out cute. And just really light, shabby colors and layered on top of the paper from the paper collection. And then this one is the coral. And again, I used the white gel pen to give it certain highlights. And the cheesecloth between the layers, and then the octopus, and I adhered this one a little crooked, but again, what are you gonna do? I did use one of the this particular one, and I just splattered it because the sprayer isn't working real well, so I just splattered it, and I thought it came out cute. So that's one set. That's a set of 6. And I think she will appreciate these. I think she'll appreciate the time I took to create them. She knows I've been having a hard time. And then for this next set of 6, I used this new stamp set that I had gotten for Christmas from Tim Holtz with Stampers Anonymous. I love this stamp set. Oh my goodness. And again, I wanted to make it real easy on myself. So, whoops, sorry for the glare. I wanted to make it real easy for myself. But this time, I used my Tim Holtz Distress Markers or Distress Ink. And my water brush. And when I used the Distress Ink, which worked a lot better than the markers, I have to say, I worked better with it this way. For example, I just inked up my glass or you could use your Tim Holtz, oh, what do you call it, your craft sheet. But I inked it, and then I sprayed it with a little bit of water, and then that's what I used to do my watercoloring with the water brush. So these are the cards for that, and for this particular set I used a couple of sheets from the Love You Latte, again from the Hot Buy paper collections at Michael's. I love the colors in this paper collection, and there's a hint of gold in here. Really super sweet. I'm so glad I got a chance to work with that paper pad. So that's what I did. I papered all of my cards first, and then I cut down my watercolor paper, and I used the archival ink by Ranger because it is waterproof and it's good for watercoloring or mixed media or what have you. And then I just used my water pen to paint the colors using my Distress inks or the Tim Holtz Distress pens, and I think they came out really cute. And then again I used my white Signet gel pen to give certain accents, and I distressed all around the edges of the paper and the watercolor paper with the Ground Espresso Distress ink from Tim Holtz. I love that color. So this is one, and this is again going to a set of 6, and again I didn't do anything to the inside, and I haven't stamped the outside of these note cards. I should find a way to do that. My intention was to use this Made in Florida stamp that I found in the Target dollar spot. It's really cute, right? And I just would have written JB Lady right inside that circle there. Really sweet stamp, but as I was practicing using it, I mean, it gave me a heck of a time. It didn't stamp properly at all, and it's just too hard to work with. So I didn't want to take the chance on ruining my note cards, so I'm not going to use this. I'll probably get rid of it, which is a shame because that's a great idea for a stamp. But anyway, so maybe I'll sign the bottom of these, just simply put JBLDY. We'll see. So this is the first one, and that I colored and then used the white gel pen to accent it. And I was going to cut out the images and do some layering, but that was too overwhelming for me at the time. So this is, like I said, the first project I've done in months. So I just kept it easy and stress-free. And then this one. And I thought they came out kind of cool, you know, with the watercolor effect. I really love this one with the coffee beans. And it, of course, opens this way. And another one of these. And then another one of these. So really super cute. So what I plan on doing is, you know, using some baker's twine. I had them all tied up a minute ago, but I undid it so that I could shear them. I'm going to probably tie them up, you know, each set with my baker's twine, and I'm going to create a little tag for each set. Excuse my reach here. Using, you know, these plain old manila tags, and yeah, and then they're ready to send to my sister. So I'm so glad, you know, that I was able to complete these, and now I feel more confident and ready to take on something else, maybe a couple of layouts or something. So now that I got my hands dirty a little bit, I feel like I'm more in the groove, and yeah, ready to create some more. So thank you again for all of you who left such encouraging words and thoughtfulness on my last video when I asked for suggestions. Your suggestions were great, And it was because of those suggestions that I was able to complete my note cards finally. So thanks so much, and now I know you will see me soon. Bye-bye now.